Hi there, my name is Miss Kelly. I am a virtual content specialist for social studies grades 3 through 5. And that just means that I help out your teacher when they are planning their social studies lessons, particularly with their online social studies lessons. And I help them just come up with new ways to teach you. Today, we are going to be looking at some vocabulary words from your current social studies unit, which is a case study on the People's Republic of China. Often, when we are learning social studies, there are lots of new words that we haven't heard before, and sometimes that can feel really overwhelming. So, it's really helpful to just take a look at some new words that you're going to see before you learn them, so that when they come up in your lessons and in your work, you've already heard them and you've already figured out the meaning. So, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. Today, we're going to look at some new words that are going to help you complete this case study on China with your teacher. This is a video that I hope you will watch as many times as you need. If you ever need a refresher on the vocabulary, or just as a little quick reminder of some of the most important terms from this unit. Here are the 3 ways that we are going to be learning new vocabulary in this video. The first is called total physical response, or for short, TPR. And that's just when we use our body to make a motion that connects to the new vocabulary word. This has shown to be really helpful. Lots of times when they study our brains, they realize that when we move, as we try to remember something, we are more likely to remember it because we have that movement attached to it in our brain. So that's one way I might teach you a new vocabulary word. The second way is I'll use visuals. That means a picture or a drawing that helps represent what the word means. This is also really helpful because it lets you visualize the definition of the word, and that again will help you remember it better. And the third and final way that we're going to be learning new vocabulary words is by looking at their word parts. I'm sure that you've learned this before, but there are so many words that have smaller words in them or prefixes and suffixes, and those can be a really great clue as to the meaning of that word. So let's go ahead and get started with our first word. The first word is the word ancient. Ancient. And the word ancient means really, really old. Here's an example of an ancient artifact from China. Ancient means something that's really, really old. And we usually use this word ancient to talk about times that happened hundreds or thousands of years ago. We don't often use this word to talk about things that happened more recently in the past. So this is the word ancient, and it means very old. The next word is the word cuisine. Cuisine. And we are going to use TPR to learn this word. For cuisine, I want you to do this movement. Cuisine. Cuisine. Cuisine means the food that is served usually in a particular culture or country. So cuisine means food, but more specifically, the food that a particular culture or country eats on a typical day, the food that they have access to, the food that they cook, foods and recipes that are passed down in generations. That is the cuisine of a culture or a country. The next word is the word customs. Customs. Customs has a few different meanings. If you've ever been on an airplane, you might remember hearing this word. However, for today, we are going to focus on the definition of this word that will support you in this unit. Customs are the traditions or habits that people pass down through generations in their family. You'll be learning about lots of really wonderful Chinese customs. A custom that you might have in your family is eating Thanksgiving dinner every year. So customs are the traditions and habits that are passed down throughout generations in a particular culture. The next word is the word inhabitant. Inhabitant. An inhabitant is a person who lives in a place. And we are going to use word parts to figure out this word. There is a word inside the word inhabitant, and it's the word inhabit. To inhabit means to live in a place. So you inhabit in your apartment or in your house or in New York City. An inhabitant is someone who is living in a particular place, and more specifically, someone who is from that place. This is the word inhabitant. The next word is the word nomad. Nomad. A nomad is a person who moves from place to place, different from an inhabitant. A nomad is someone who lives on the go, and you can see in this picture that it looks like everything they have is mobile, meaning it can move, and we have these wheels on everything. Because they're a nomad and they move from place to place, they don't stay in one place long. They travel as they live. This is the word nomad. The next word is the word caravan. Caravan. And we are going to use TPR to learn this word. I want you to put one arm like this, another arm like this, and say caravan as you move. Caravan. Caravan. A caravan is when a group of people travel together from one place to another. They will often have wagons full of their belongings. A caravan is when people move together from one place to another. This word is the word dense. Dense. We are going to use TPR to learn dense. Here's the motion I want you to learn for dense. 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 Dense is when there's a lot of things or people in a small area. So dense. When something is dense, it is crowded. There are a lot of people and things in one area. Dense. I hope that this video helps you learn some new terms that'll help you while you do your China case study unit. Please know that this is a video that you can rewatch at any time during this unit if you need a refresher on these important words. And I just hope that this helps you research and discover more about China.